Welcome back. On this Friday, we've had some rain here in the coastal empire and low country, and it seems to be a repeat throughout this entire week, Scott.
Yeah, it really has been a continuation of the unsettled pattern, but today it came in early enough where we actually have pretty comfortable conditions that you probably notice as you were heading into work today, Tina. Feeling pretty nice out there. We have an overcast sky over downtown Savannah. You can see the raindrops in the lens. You can see the wet surfaces out there along the River Walk, along River Street there. We certainly do have some pockets of heavy rain that have been developing. The strongest activity, the heaviest rain now pushing off of the coast. This cluster of cells did prompt a flood concern for coastal Chatham County. That has since been alleviated. That advisory has been eliminated, but still some rain falling for our coastal communities. But check it out. Viper radar estimating over 5 inches of rain out on Wilmington Island, falling to 3 inches over Skidaway. So definitely a beneficial, meaningful rainfall. But we just don't want it all at once, and it really has been a heavy rain over the past several days that has been causing some flooding issues. Down into Wayne County near Jessup, we have a flood advisory in place for the next several hours until 5:45. That's where we've had several inches of rain falling pretty quickly. Right along US 25, we've had over 5 inches estimated by Viper radar, so definitely be careful on the roadways. Cluster of thunderstorms forming inland, quite a bit of lightning for Montgomery and Toombs County, same thing for Bullitt County. Near Statesboro, we do also have a flood advisory that has been issued until 6 o'clock. High rainfall rates in excess of 2 and 3 inches per hour, already dumping over 2 inches of rain, at least as estimated by radar so far this afternoon. We will have more of these heavy downpours over the next several hours, and everything that has been developing has been fairly slow moving because we have a fairly light breeze out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. You can definitely see where the rain has been heavy. Temperatures are in the middle 70s for many of us, but holding on to the upper 80s further inland. It did make it to the 90s in places like Baxley and even Vidalia before the storm started to set up. And as we head through the evening hours, more rain is expected, so make sure you do keep an eye to the sky if you do have any plans to head to the many football games happening around the region. Temperatures will be fairly comfortable in the upper 70s to lower 80s early on, and then as we look ahead to the weekend, more storms are likely, especially on Saturday. Just 87 for the high temperature. Sunday, a slightly drier pattern will start to set up, so allow our temperatures to get a little bit hotter, back into the 90s for highs, and that trend will continue into next week. But in the short term, that moisture continues to flow in ahead of a stationary boundary that will set us up for the unsettled pattern for the weekend, especially on Saturday. Hour by hour throughout this evening, showers and a few thunderstorms remain possible even overnight. Not drying out much at all, still passing showers and a few thunderstorms possible. Same thing for tomorrow morning, especially as we head to the mid to the later morning hours. Showers and a few storms will become a little bit more numerous. Same thing for the afternoon. Pockets of heavy rain setting up, continuing into Saturday evening and overnight into Sunday morning. Conditions will start to dry out a little bit. I want to mention that we still have the remnants, or what are now the remnants, of Tropical Storm Dolly in the Atlantic. It could regenerate, but at this point, no threat to anyone in the Atlantic basin at this point. So showers and storms likely for Saturday and Sunday, and then as we go into next week, conditions start to dry out and heat up. Mid to upper 90s expected at the end of the week, so enjoy the cool down for this Friday night while it lasts. That's a check of your weather for now. We'll have more coming up.